Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. The Saturday NFL game in Week 15 is the Jets and Dallas, and we are going to discuss betting this game right now with professional sports bettor Ted Savransky, a.k.a. Teddy Covers. Teddy Covers, the lines I'm seeing right now, Dallas +3, and the total is 42. The Jets, of course, a big win over Tennessee where everything was clicking, including special teams, and Dallas kind of the opposite, a bad loss to Green Bay, where they look bad in all areas. The offense is looking like it's just very, very lethargic with Matt Castle at the helm. So if both of those things maintain here, then I guess you would think that the Jets at -3 would have big value. But of course, in the end, I mean, Dallas does have talent, especially on defense, legitimate talent. Of course, a huge game from Des Bryant would never be a shock. So maybe Dallas will reverse course quickly and get a win and cover here. Dallas has also been an under-trender recently. The Jets have gone under in 2 straight games. It's a very low total, though, 42. So I'm thinking maybe we take a look at the over. What's your take on this game, Teddy Covers?
Well, a lot of takes. Let's start with the fact, you're absolutely right. We hear the Jets, they're coming off 3 straight wins, 3 straight covers, a blowout last week. Basically, just look, the Jets had a blowout win last week. The Cowboys had a blowout loss last week. You know where the public money's going to go.
Yeah.
The public money will go on the road favorite. They'll go on the team that just looked good over the team that just looked bad. And you look at the early week consensus numbers, the Jets are a clear public play.
Sure.
And that doesn't bother me as much on Sundays necessarily as it does on the single event games, the Thursday night, the Saturday night, the Monday night, the Sunday night. The single event games, when you're betting with the entire public, not necessarily a positive expectation situation. That being said, I can't make a case for Dallas. I cannot make a case for Dallas right now. We're talking about, again, I don't like betting on teams at home when their home field isn't worth anything. And the Cowboys' home field is worthless. Mm-hmm. It may be a negative. Dallas is 12-26 against the spread at home since 2011, and you can go back a lot longer than that. I didn't bother because it's I'm like, this is a good sample size. You go back another 10 years, and you're going to see since Jerry's World opened, the Cowboys have been a point spread disaster.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, since Jerry's World opened, I've always been looking to bet against Dallas when they're at home as a favorite, especially as a big favorite. Here, a different situation though. They're an underdog. I'm not sure if I'm feeling the same way.
Well, I mean, they're 1-5 at home this year. They've been dogs on this. They covered their 1 point spread cover did come as a dog against Seattle, but they've also had several ugly losses as underdogs on this field to some pretty good teams. And this one, to me, it comes down to the Jets. Mm-hmm. We know what Dallas is. Their defense got gashed last week. Matt Castle is awful. They scored more than 20 once with Castle behind center. His QB numbers are comparable with Peyton Manning's, right at the very bottom of the NFL QBR rating. Yeah. Let's put it this way. Castle's QBR rating, 5 points lower than Colin Kaepernick's before Kaepernick got benched. Wow. All right, so we know what Dallas is. They're a bad team at the tail end of a frustrating, difficult season. The question is, can we make a case for the Jets, this fat and happy Jets team coming off probably the best game they played in several months in beating up a bad Titan squad in a bad spot? The one thing with the Jets, though, is that when they're healthy, when that offense is healthy, when Decker's out there and Marshall's out there and Chris Ivory's out there, Nick Mangold's out there, all of a sudden Ryan Fitzpatrick's a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick now ranks in the top 10 in QB rating, and that's never happened in his career. He just set a career high for touchdown passes with 25, and it's a game I think the Jets are going to win. Remember, there's no wiggle room at all for KC, Pittsburgh, and the Jets. 3 teams fighting for 2 spots. They all have reasonable schedules. The Jets might hiccup here. They could let down. They've done it before, but they're the better of these 2 teams, and generally in December, I want my money on good teams and against bad teams, and in that case, it means the Jets or pass.
All right, Jets -3 or pass. And then would you have anything to say about the total? It's an unusually low total, 42. Dallas, obviously has issues on offense with Castle, but, they've been an overtrender at home, and 42 can get eclipsed all kinds of ways in the NFL, especially when one of the teams has a legitimately potent offense.
Yeah, I like that in the under. The Dallas under last week in Green Bay was able to cash a ticket in with that wager. And I'm not sold on this game being a high-flying affair. I don't trust Matt Castle to make throws. He doesn't connect. He doesn't hit receivers downfield. It's all dink and dunk, and the Jets can defend that pretty well. And the Jets with a lead, if they get the lead, are likely to just run the ball between the tackles, grind the clock down. So I'm not in any rush to bet this one over the total. I would expect a lower scoring ball game.
Okay, Teddy Covers liking Jets -3 or pass in the Jets-Dallas game on Saturday. Thanks so much, Teddy.